So I'm going to show you how to do this really quick applique bunny on the 20 peg 3/8 inch gauge Cindy Wood loom. And it really doesn't take all that long. Your hardest parts is your head and your tail. So I'm taking some scrap yarn, and this is a bulky, and I'm just going to E-wrap on 6 pegs. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then I'm going to E-wrap back those 6 to get my first row. Okay. Now, let me explain something. We're starting with the top of the head. Okay, we move down from there, and then we go around, and then we're doing the tail, and then we're doing the center. Okay, that gives you a general idea of the direction we're going. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take these first 2 and make the ears. Okay, and I'm going to chain 10. So here's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then what I'm going to do is bring my original loop back, and I know it's going to be yellow. Okay, so I'm going to pick up my first yellow one, and this one's going to be a little bit hard, but if you're doing color, it'll be easier to find where you're at, like I'm doing here. So you're going to pull that one back on. There's your first ear right there, and they will stretch, so you know. Okay, so there's your first ear. Now if you want longer ears, you'll do 15 wraps. I did 10. And here's the next peg, and we're going to do the same process with it. There's 3, 4, 5, and if you want to, you can show what you've got down like that. And there, so there's 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Okay, so we've chained that many. We're going to pull that down. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to find our original loop, which was yellow. We're going to pull that back on the loop. Okay, and then you're going to E-wrap to the end, and you'll have just completed your ears. Again, if you want longer ears, do 15 chains rather than 10. Now you're going to E-wrap your way back. You're going to toss both loops over on those places where you did the ear. Okay. Okay, then you're going to E-wrap your way back to the end. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that end stitch, you're going to decrease it, so you're going to move it over and knit those two together. Knit your way to the end. You can do this with a worsted yarn. I'm just trying to work with some scrap that I really like the look of, and I find multicolors work better on showing more complicated things. Okay, so you're going to E-wrap 5. Okay, then you're going to decrease by 1 again. E-wrap over. And E-wrap over. And you'll have just completed your head. I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, there's your little ears. And there is your head. Okay, now you're just going to cast on and how I figure it out is I count 5 over from the head, and then I count 3, 1, 2, 3, and I need to cast on one more. Okay, now I know I'm fixing to work my tail. Okay, so I'm going to be working these 3 pegs, and I'm doing it in short rows. So I'm going to E-wrap 3, and here's row 1. Two, 3, 4, 5, 1 more, 6, and then you're going to bring your cast on loops back, which creates a little tail bubble. So here's 1, 2, 3. So now we've created our little tail bubble. And then you're going to cast on the rest of those. Okay. What you've just done is completed the head, tail, and hair. Now we need to do our little circle in there. Okay. And I've done 4 rows. Okay. So what you'll do is you'll go in and you'll E-wrap for 4 rows. And this will be row 1. Make sure you toss both those loops over on that little tail. There. Okay, and here's row 2. Okay, and here's row 3. And row 4. Okay, now we want to finish up and do our decrease, every other decrease, and then a drawstring cast off to complete the center there. So what you're going to do is you're going to E-wrap the first peg, toss the bottom loop over, you move that to the next peg, and toss the bottom loop over. I'm going to loosen that up a little. E-wrap the next peg, toss the bottom loop over, move that over. You can do this all the way around. Okay, we've just halved our pegs. You're going to snip you an end, and then you're going to do a drawstring cast off. Pull through, take the stitch off. Through, take the stitch off. Okay. You're going to stretch that cast on. Shove that down in there. Flip it over. Tighten it. Then you'll tie it off. And as you can see, there's your bunny. You'll add a ribbon or whatnot here, and then a single rhinestone there, and that's how you finish up with that. And that is how you make a bunny applique.